Story Beans presents Little Tyke and the Silver Linings. The African sun rose like a golden drumbeat over the savannah, spilling warm light across the plains. Little Tyke, a young lion cub with a scruffy tuft of mane that stuck up like dry grass, bounced along the dusty path. His paws never seemed to stay still. He darted to one side to chase a butterfly, then skidded after a rolling pebble. Then, "Little Tyke, are you even listening to me?" Perched on a low acacia branch was his friend Zuri, a bright blue kingfisher with a shimmering orange chest and eyes that always seemed to know more than she let on. "I was listening," Little Tyke said, turning to Zuri. "You said something about the clouds?" Zuri sighed, swooping down in a quick flash of wings to land beside him. "No, I said today we need to collect the marula fruit before the monkeys eat it all. But your mind wandered again." "I can't help it," Little Tyke admitted, his tail flicking. "There's just so much to see out here. Every sound, every shadow. It's like they're all shouting at me at once." Zuri tilted her head kindly. "I know, Little Tyke, your mind is quick like the wind, but sometimes you need to slow down and notice the one thing that matters most." The lion cub kicked at a stone. "Oh, that's hard." "It's a skill," she replied, "like hunting or flying against the wind, and you can learn it." By midday, the sun was high and the air shimmered with heat. The two friends reached the marula grove, only to find that the branches were bare, except for a single golden fruit hanging from the highest bough. Little Tyke grinned. "I can get it! Watch me!" Before Zuri could answer, he was halfway up the tree, claws scratching the bark. But halfway, he saw a lizard scurry along a nearby branch and forgot all about the fruit. "Focus, Little Tyke," Zuri called. "Fruit first." "Oh, right." He shook his head, climbed the rest of the way, and snatched the marula with a proud roar. "See? I can do it." "Yes," Zuri said, "when you remember to keep going." That afternoon, as they wandered home, a deep voice rumbled from the riverbank. "Well, well, if it isn't the little lion and the flashy fish chaser." It was Haraka, the hippo, enormous and grey, with a glare like thunderclouds. The water around him rippled as he snorted. "What do you want, Haraka?" Zuri asked warily. "This is my stretch of river," Haraka growled, "and today I'm in no mood for company, so keep away." Little Tyke bristled. "We weren't even going near the river." "Good," Haraka said, "because if you were, I'd make sure you regret it." He opened his massive jaws in a warning yawn. Zuri flicked her short, sharp beak toward the path. "Let's go." The next day was strange. Zuri didn't come to meet Little Tyke at their place under the baobab tree. He had just decided to look for her when he heard urgent chirping from the river. "Zuri!" called Little Tyke as he dashed through the reeds. There she was, perched awkwardly on a rock in the middle of the water, stranded. A fallen branch had trapped her wing and the current swirled dangerously around her. Haraka was wallowing nearby, looking almost pleased. "Told you this was my river," he said lazily. "Help her!" Little Tyke cried. "Not my problem," Haraka grunted. "Besides, she dives too close to my space." Little Tyke's heart pounded. The river was deep and fast, and he had never swum across before. His mind raced with a dozen ideas, some wild, some foolish. You'll have to focus, Little Tyke, Zuri called. One step at a time. He took a deep breath. Step 1, get to the rock. Step 2, free her wing. Step 3, get back safely. He leapt into the shallows. The current tugged at his legs like invisible paws. His thoughts tried to scatter. What if I slip? What if Haraka charges? But he forced himself to keep going, one step at a time. The water rose to his chest. He swam awkwardly, paws paddling, until he reached Zuri's rock. Hold still, he said, gripping the branch with his teeth. It wouldn't budge. Little Tyke, Zuri said, remember the marula tree. You didn't give up then. Don't give up now. Little Tyke growled, planted his paws, and pushed with all his strength. With a snap, the branch rolled away. Zuri flapped her wings free and hopped onto his back. Let's go, she cried in relief. The return swim was harder. The current pulled them sideways, and Haraka's shadow loomed nearby. But when the hippo started to move toward them, Little Tyke bared his tiny teeth and let out the fiercest roar he could muster. Something in his eyes must have told Haraka he meant it, because the hippo stopped. Little Tyke staggered onto the bank, panting, and Zuri fluttered down beside him. You did it, she said softly. You didn't let your mind run away. You stayed with the plan, and you saved me. Little Tyke's ears flattened shyly as he lay down. I didn't want to lose you. That's the thing about clouds, Zuri said, as she hopped onto a rock. They can block the sun, make the day seem dark. But sometimes, if you look closely, you'll find a silver edge. Today's cloud was Haraka. The silver lining was you, proving you can focus when it matters most. Little Tyke looked back at the river. Haraka was gone, leaving the water calm and bright. I guess even bad days can have something good hiding in them. Exactly, Zuri said. And you, Little Tyke, are much braver than you think. They walked home under a sky where the last of the storm clouds glowed with silver light from the setting sun. And for once, Little Tyke's paws didn't wander off the path. He was too busy thinking about the silver linings still waiting to be found. Thank you for watching Story Beans. See you next time.